2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. I'm not going to forget it tonight. We're getting close. One minute, guys. 1 minute. I am on time tonight. It is 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, April 5th, everybody. My name is Butch Popeye Moss, Sons of Liberty Riders MC, founder of Texas Biker Radio, along with OG. And I think OG is going to be back in about a week. I talked to him about it the other night. There we go. Man. Let me check out a couple of things here before we start. Oh, and I said in the promo that tonight I would tell you what COGS are. It's called the Council of Governments. Yeah. And what they do, they're not elected by anybody, everybody. Not elected by anybody. So there's 24 of them here in Texas. 24 COGS. And what they do is they rake in billions and billions of dollars and distribute it for these programs. You know, like the Dallas Transit Authority, who last time I heard was about $2 billion in the hole. But that doesn't stop them from keeping on building. They just keep on keeping on. And they keep on losing money. It is something else. But one of the things I wanted to talk about in particular was the grant that's going to be given to the fusion centers. You know, Abbott's Toys, these fusion centers that chase motorcyclists around. Oh yeah, you know, they keep track of all the data that's out there. Like the data of bikers that are in the gang database. And this includes innocent bikers that are in the gang database that have never committed a crime. Oh, yeah, we've seen it again and again. So they're going to get some new funding for buildings, for security, for all this other stuff. I've got it posted at TexasBikerRadio.org. Yeah. You can see it there. And it is under the title, of Abbott's Fusion Centers. They're whores for federal money, everybody. It's what they are. You know, it's incredible that law enforcement, they can never get enough. They can never say, oh, we got enough, everybody. We got enough. It's always more. It's always more. Whether they're out here in Podunk, Texas, Washington, D.C., the FBI, the CIA, they've all got to have more. The ATF, we got to have more. We got to have more employees. We got to have more equipment. We got to have more, 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 more. It never stops. And you know what? The federal government is out there. They're happy to spread it around. Let's spend money everywhere, everybody. Let's just keep on spending and see what happens. And the crazy thing about it is we're throwing away money that we don't have. More, more, more. That's what it is. And I found it interesting that, the motorcycle community, no matter who you are, can find yourself ending up in a gang database. You can be stopped on the side of the road and harassed. And there is no accountability. Well, hell no, it's just like everything else. They're not accountable for anything they do. The Inspector General of the DPS, they don't give a damn. You can write them a letter, they won't answer you. They're secretive, don't you know? You can't find out anything. But we're passing money around to them through the Council of Governments. 24 of them in Texas, throwing money everywhere. What did they say? Good after bad? I talk to everybody and I tell them, hey, look, it was years ago that OG and I pointed out that law enforcement's going to end up in trouble for the way they treat people. And the black community got to where they had it. But we seem to go along with it. Oh, yeah, we get teed off when we get pulled over. We may mouth at them a little bit. But, you can't go beyond that. Because they would kill us. It's what they would do. And we've confronted them again and again. But like I said, we did get honorable mention where they talked about, the things they had done for the community, how they had protected the community, how they had gone up to here in, let me see where that was, around Amarillo or somewhere, where there was a big meetup. Oh yeah, we're going out there and protecting the community from these evil old bikers. And they'll always bring up Waco or something. They didn't in the read that if you go to TexasBikerRadio.org and read that, it's lengthy. It's lengthy. But you'll see what I'm talking about. But Greg Abbott has now found a new way to fund his fusion centers. I don't even know how many there are here in Texas now. It used to be 6. I think it's grown. It does say in the article. I forget what it was. So they're joining the feds, everybody. Yeah, they're working with the feds to keep track of all the data. Oh, yeah, they're protecting us from anything and everything. The weather, yeah, they like to talk about that too. How all the talking heads, after there's been a big event, all the talking heads like to get out there and tell, say, well, we did this, we did that, our guys still are paid to do that. They're paid to do it. So the question is, and this is what I see. This is what I see. And there may be a bunch of you that agree with me. When you look out there and you see what's going on, from the entities that want more and more and more, when you see that stuff, then you have to wonder. Then you have to wonder. They're working with the feds. They're all spying on us. And in our community, they come out there and take pictures of us, take pictures of our bikes, take pictures of our license plates. Till we go out there and ask them what in the hell they're doing. Can we help you? And they'll give you some BS answer. But what I'm talking about and what I'm worried about is as this country goes down the path it's going, these people, these entities are going to turn into the jackbooted thugs that's going to push us over the cliff. When the time comes that the government decides they're going to take everything and everybody over, these are the people that are going to enforce it. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't know if you agree with me. Maybe they'll be out there enforcing and doing the biddings of the environmental social governance. ESG, everybody. Look it up, know what it is, and know what's coming. Know what's coming. It's an incredible thing, everybody. And for the first time, everybody, I heard on Fox News this morning saying something that we've been saying for quite a while. Ever since the potato head took office. Ever since. When we told you everything they're doing, every screw up you see out there is by design. And yep, this weekend on Fox News, they actually said that. Young lady, one of the commentators, this is by design. She concurs with me. And that's what I believe. Every bit of this is by design. Because of as I've told you years ago, the Clowers and Pivens strategy. The quickest way to transform this country is to collapse it. And then build it back with everybody on the public dole. Everybody screaming for government help. That's what I see out in front of us. That's what I see. What do you see? Tell me I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. The only thing that may save us is the midterms. Maybe. Maybe. But let me say this much. The Title 42 is fixing to be repealed by Biden, the potato head. I think it's May 3rd. And Texas is going to be flooded with illegal immigrants. They're not going to be able to haul them out of here fast enough to the rest of the country. They're not going to be able to. But ask yourself, what in the hell is Greg Abbott doing now? He knows this is coming. He ain't got a plan. He's powerless. He's powerless. I haven't heard a peep out of him. He hadn't come on television in his little uniform. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard of the plan, how to combat this. He's never had one. All he's had is photo ops, everybody. That's all he's had. He should have been primaried out. Oh, yeah, Texas has got a good economy, but hell, I could do that with this economy. Where's the plan, Governor Abbott? Where's it at? You got about a month to come up with something to keep this state from being overrun. How about a plan to send them on up to California? A plan to send them to New York? A plan to send them to Washington, D.C.? A plan to send them to Illinois? Hell, maybe all of them. All the blue states. They think this shit is so funny. Send it to all of them. You know, and I am going to talk about, I am going to talk about the new variant here in a bit. Yeah, that's right. That's right. YouTube. I said it. The new variant. Got a new name. But we'll talk about it in a minute. And it's in the news, everybody, if you care to look. Or if you've heard about it. But you know what? There haven't been many people talking about it. Sorry about that. I'll call him back later. So, yeah. And what I want to say to Putin right now is, get them the damn MiGs. Get them the MiGs. So, I mean, what do you think, you guys? Let me say hi to some people. Rider Jitsu, Stan, Solar Fish, how are you doing? Jay Shu Brock, maybe I got that right, maybe I don't. Jerry, Club Fit, 2018, MRG 369, DeWitt, a.k.a. Grizz, Lisa Lee, how you doing? And I see some new names there. In case you don't know, we've been at this for about, OG and I have been at this for about 10 years, doing a weekly podcast. Right now I'm doing a few more than that because of everything that's going on. But what we do is we comment on the news of the day. We're not here making the news, we're just commenting on what we see going on. Whether it's in the biker community or whether it's in just what's going on around this state, the country, maybe this city. This is what we do. We've been doing it for a long time now. I've done it. OG, my co-founder of Texas Biker Radio, he had a brain bleed months ago, and in one of the worst they had ever seen. And he also had a series of mini strokes, but hell, I had that. That OG is going to, I think he's going to be coming back next week or two. I'll push him for next week, but we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, in case you don't know my story, my name is Butch Popeye Moss. I'm president of Sons of Liberty Riders MC, national president. And I've had cancer 4 times, and my latest one, I had to cut out a chunk of my tongue. Kind of changed the way I talk forever. You know, I have to think about what I'm saying before I say it, so it comes out right. Have to work at it. And sometimes I goof up. It's just the way it is now. But I'm glad to still be here, and I thank the Lord for that. I really do. But, man. But I really want you to realize out there, and especially if you're a biker, and if you get stopped, ride, record, and report is still in effect. It's still in effect. If you get stopped and harassed by law enforcement, video it and get it to us or get it to the Council of Clubs. Because we always learn something, no matter how mundane you might think it is, we always learn something out of it. It's what we do. I'm popular tonight, everybody. I am. But, yeah, this is what we do. We are a constitutional group. We defend the Constitution and those who've had their constitutional rights violated. We've had protests and rallies in support of people that have had their constitutional rights violated, bikers and otherwise, non-bikers. And we're not afraid to go knock on some doors and ask them what the hell is going on. We've done it again and again. This is what we do. And there's Jamon Rooney. How are you doing, buddy? So let me see. I think it was last weekend. The Potato Head was giving a speech on his own commission in some submarine. And he mentioned that his wife was the vice president. Just saying, everybody, he ain't all there. He's not all there. He's got issues. Not only that, he and his whole family are crooks. On the take, everybody, selling access is what they've been doing. Been robbing these countries of millions, maybe billions of dollars, and never coming through for them. Again and again and again. Can you say Hunter Biden? I guess he's the chief negotiator. And and his uncle launder the money. I remember the Potato Head's brother. Say, how do you get to, he said, I remember him saying plausible deniability. Maybe I ought to remember that next time I get in trouble over something. Plausible deniability. That's what he said, the asshole. Just my opinion. That last comment. But, yeah, in the fusion centers, which is nothing but a bunch of data guys, they're going to hire some more with this grant. They're going to hire some more with the grant from the COG, the one up here in North Texas. Yeah, around McKinney, Collin County, I think it is. There's several counties that are involved in that. So they're going to make sure they get some more money for security, more money for some staff, this, that, and the other. So they can sit around in their underwear and keep track of data and put people into the databases that don't belong there. Yeah, because it's not audited that I know of. It's not audited. There is no due process. Oh, they say there is, but they're lying. They're liars. That's what they are. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, my friends that are in law enforcement that I know. Sorry about that, everybody. I just have to go by what I've seen over the years. And they all know who I am, and they know how I feel about things. Because I'll go talk to them and let them know what I think, just like any other biker would. You're going to give them your opinion, right or wrong. It's like I said, we may be 100% wrong, but we're going to give it to you, at least as we know it. Now, law enforcement right now, it must be, everything is quiet. We're not hearing a thing from anybody that they're being harassed. We're not hearing a thing that, what law enforcement might be doing. And I can tell you right now, they're planning on dealing with this new law where the bikers that were arrested for criminal carry, because the law had changed, I promise you, they're going to come at us and they're going to change that again, is what they're going to do, where they can go back at it. But then again, maybe they're too damn busy watching their backs, because they pissed a group of people off where they're out there they're ready to whack them. It's what they're ready to do. We see it almost every week where a cop is shot, but guess what? It's not bikers doing it, huh? Just like that write-up you're going to read at texasbikerradio.org about the fusion centers, about the COGS, where they mentioned the bikers. Oh, look what we did. We protected you from them. We protected you. No, you didn't. You show up at things after the fact. And that's one thing they mentioned, was stopping things before they happen. No, they don't. And if they did, it would be guesswork from some moron out there with a badge that's spitting out bad information. Can you say Waco? And just this weekend, we had people shot and killed in Sacramento, California. Oh, guess what? We had the same thing here around the DFW area. Yeah, the same thing at a party. Oh, well, we got to improve our permit. These places out and around the DFW area where they're able to put on an event without a permit. I'm sure that'll stop at the permit. Yeah. No. Then there's those out there that want to go after our Second Amendment. Here they come again. We got to do something about the guns, everybody. Well, if you do something about the guns, and you try and take them from people that abide by the Second Amendment, the gun advocates, everybody's, I'm a gun advocate. So you're going to take them away from us, or only the criminals that have the guns. And then maybe the criminals in law enforcement too, because they exist, everybody. And all that would do was cause a black market. Here we go, everybody. And guess what? Our borders are wide freaking open to drugs, to guns, to... It's just wide open for everything. Human smuggling. Although I can't tell there's much smuggling going on. They're wading across the Rio Grande down there. They're just wading on in, everybody. I'm surprised they're not wearing rubber ducky inner tubes. Wading on in. I don't know what them 2 damn boats they bought with our motorcycle safety fund. I don't know what they do with those besides water ski behind them. Like I said the other day, they're damn sure not using those 50 cals that are on them. Yeah. How you doing, Bo Kinney? And I see you, David Garcia. How are you doing, buddy? Yes, that's right. Good guys with guns don't cause the problem. It's the doggone lunatics that do all the problem. And really the truth of it is, in my life, I've been riding motorcycles since I was 7 years old. Now, we were kind of little lunatics when we were kids on them things. But I'll tell you, I don't know that many bikers that I would consider a lunatic. I'm sure they're out there. Most of them I know and I deal with, they're smart individuals. Especially the guys that work on the legislative end of motorcycle issues. These guys aren't dummies. They're the ones that work on the bills and leaders of clubs. I hadn't met one yet that's a dummy. Because these people have to work their way up. They're just not installed. They have to prove themselves. That's the truth of it. Bo Kinney loves his fat boy. Bo, I had to say I loved every motorcycle I've ever owned. And I've owned a bunch of them, man. A bunch of them. But right now I'm riding a Street Glide, and I do like it. I do like it. Just talking Harleys for a few minutes. Just so any law enforcement that listens, and they do listen to us. Yeah, they listen to us. We don't give a damn. They can listen all they want. It's our right to state our opinion. It is. It is. And it's our right to comment on the new variant that's coming. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Now, from what I heard from Dr. Campbell, and he's the guy I listen to, and he's on Facebook all the time. I post him in the China Virus Survivors page on Facebook. Yeah. So we got the XE variant coming. Yeah, XE variant. Check it out. Facebook, YouTube, check it out. That's what they call it. You didn't throw Dr. Campbell off for mentioning that, so you can't throw me off, assholes. So it's on the rise in the UK, and we'll follow. We're about 3 weeks behind the UK. So we'll get a bump out of it. It's not as lethal as the Delta. Once again, it's a weaker version of it from what I understand. Just saying, everybody, what I'm reading out there. That gets us thrown off for good. Well, I guess we'll have to do something and rebuild. But the little guy, not the big guy. You know who the big guy is. The big guy is the potato head. He's the one raking in the cash from his son and everybody that they're trying to protect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, everybody. Yeah. So the little guy, and you know who he is. Yeah. The little guy that talks about that thing you put over your face. Yeah. He's back. And he's telling everybody, get ready. We may have to change and go back. No, we ain't going back, everybody. We ain't going back. Herd immunity. Yeah. Oh, wait, they started mentioning herd immunity. Yeah, they did. You hear that, YouTube? Yeah. They say we're achieving that with all the vaccines and everything else and the people that have immunity because they've had it. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. I'm not going back. There's no way, Jose. Now, you heard about, I got to mention this now. You heard about Elon Musk. You know, if I first didn't know what to think of Elon Musk, he is one hell of an engineer. I can say that much. He is, and I like the stuff he's doing with the down in Boca Chica. I like all that stuff. There you go, Bo Kenny. I heard it. Yeah, I had to make that where they could see it. Elon Musk has bought up almost 10% of Twitter. He now owns more stock in it than the original creator of Twitter does. He only owns 2%. Uh-oh. So now he's been selected to be on the board. So here we go now, everybody. Let's see what he does with it. And when he does do something with it, guess what? What are the others going to do? Because they all benefited off of Twitter. Now, I don't use Twitter because I don't like the platform. I don't like it. And every time we put one of our videos out on it, we get attacked by a bunch of yahoo liberals that want to cuss you out, carry on, and try and cancel you. They'll bitch to YouTube, they'll bitch to this group, that group, whatever. But see, we don't have sponsors. We don't monetize our videos, our podcasts. We don't monetize. We owe nothing to anybody. Yeah, we got some groups out there that donate to us. And sometimes some of you guys donate to us. And it may help us buy a piece of equipment. Now, we are kind of stalled right now. We got a defense fund, a donate page where you can go and help us Matter of fact, we're trying to raise enough money to file a lawsuit against these law enforcement entities and the things they're doing. Yeah, and if you have a problem, let us know about it. Let us know about it. Oh, Jerry, they've got a SpaceX facility in Waco. What do they do there? That's interesting, guys. I didn't know that. We may have to take the crew down there. Maybe that's what we'll do in our national run. Go down to SpaceX in Waco. And we're not afraid to go to Waco. Screw them if they don't like it. Us coming down there, they know who the hell we are, that's for sure. Give me a reason to go back in front of the courthouse. Just give me a freaking reason. I thought we were going back in front of it about a year ago. Yeah. Ride, record, and report. You got that right, Mater. You got it right. But, man. Give them the damn MiGs, potato head. Hey, you guys, I'm serious about the ESG, environmental social governance. Learn what that is. You know that. Years ago, I thought Glenn Beck went off the rail, but let me tell you, he's back on track now. He's right about what he's talking about. Oh, and I heard about somebody that got hoodwinked in, is that an engine test facility? Anyway, I heard about a lady that got hoodwinked by a fake Bitcoin investment. Yeah. Bought Bitcoin, 200 grand's worth, 200 grand on Bitcoin investment. Gone, everybody. It was fake. It was fake. Oh, and let me tell you something. I heard this the other day. Back in World War II, when the Pearl Harbor was bombed, when Pearl Harbor was bombed, the money in Hawaii, you remember the dollar bills used to have that little blue insignia on it, a little blue stamp that said that was a silver note. Is what that meant. It was blue. Now, all the dollar bills on the Hawaiian Islands had a different color stamp. Yeah, different color. And they did this several times in other places where they were worried about the dollar bill being falling in the hands of the wrong people. Of course, now it's worldwide. But they can change the color of that stamp. Well, the reason they did change the color to it is so if the Japanese took over the Hawaiian Islands, where there was stacks and stacks and stacks of cash, well, that would, if they were to achieve their goal, take over the Hawaiian Islands, all they had to do back in this country is say, hey, we no longer accept that anymore. I wonder if they did that in Afghanistan. I wonder if they can say, hey, wait a minute, the money's no good. We're not accepting that anymore. I'll bet you the dumb son of a bitches didn't even think of that. Well, they left behind pallets and pallets and pallets of cash. Oh, yeah. Left it behind. Hell, I'd have been trying to stuff every bit I could find down my shirt and pants. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, everybody, we're getting close to the weekend. Oh, it was 90 degrees here in Texas today, everybody. 90 degrees. It's going to be a little bit cooler tomorrow, I think, do believe what they're saying. Yeah. Hey, let's hope Elon makes a difference with Twitter and all these cancel culture outfits. And remember, everybody, never follow a liberal. Now, even though I was a Democrat back in the 70s, I was not a liberal. Everybody had a little bit of sanity about themselves back then. But Jimmy Carter cured me of that crap. Guess what? High inflation, an oil crisis that wasn't a crisis, made up bunch of crap is what it was. That's the truth of it. Made up bunch of crap. So it took Jimmy Carter to cure me. Just think, he was a nuclear submarine captain. Who screwed up everything he touched. Did mine remind you of anybody? Yeah. I remember, and I've discussed this before, Stan, I remember houses at 17% interest rate, 17%. You could even get them at 23 with a balloon. That was nuts. I was lucky enough in '87 when things started turning around that I bought the house I currently live in at 10%. And everybody thought that was good. That was good. Of course, this house is now paid for. And it's great to have everything paid for. And I would say if you're capable of, don't make a 30-year loan, don't refinance. Do a 15-year loan if you can and get it paid quick. Because it is nice to not owe on anything. It really is. Had an uncle used to preach that to me all the time. He'd say, Butch, he said, God, get everything paid for, man. Get everything paid for. Yeah. That's the way it was back then. You know what? All the same fake shit. This stuff is by design, everybody. Spread the word. Spread the word to everybody. This is by design. The potato head and all his minions and Obama, who was with him on Saturday. Yeah, it's a nice meetup, everybody. But you know what? It's that son of a gun that's running things. That was nothing but a photo op to try and get the potato head a bounce in the ratings. That's all that was. And everybody's got to know that Obama's a thief too. Just my opinion, everybody. They don't like it, kiss my butt. YouTube. With that, everybody, have a great day. If something happens out there, I'll be back on quick. Have a good week. And ride safe, everybody. Ride safe.